Hello, welcome. So I am here with Kevin and Mandy, who did my 90-day program together as a couple. And just super excited for them and for them to share everything that they achieved throughout the program. So, first question, where were you guys before this program? Like what struggles were you having? Any obstacles you encountered in reaching your goals? What was going on before you started?
Well, I
Um,
would say our biggest issue as a couple was probably consistency in diet, um, choice of foods, and just we really both of us struggled with what I would call boredom snacking, where it was just really anything to fill a void of dead time, boredom, relaxation. That was definitely a key part. Even though we've had moments in our life of clean eating, I don't think we've been good about really knowing the why or how to keep consistent about it.
I think for me too, before I even had my last child, I was having a really hard time losing weight, but I was more focused on the exercise aspect of it. Um, and I think I had a lot of misconceptions about was I really eating healthy? Like there were things that were advertised as healthy. So I assumed I was eating better than what I really was after I went through this program and learned, the ingredients and the things that were truly on the labels that I didn't look for prior to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Can't outrun a bad diet, right? We
I
hear
wasn't
it,
losing weight.
but
So,
yeah,
it just, I wrote it off as hormones and just, this is
yeah,
my fate and just kind of gave up.
yeah. So how did the program help you?
I think it
Labels,
gave us
sure.
I think it gave us a lot of clarity as far as the reasons how food works in your body, how your body responds, how our bodies are programmed to essentially ancient times, but we live in this modern world with access to everything at any time. So I think it really, for me, it rewired my brain on how I look at food, how I approach it, and really it just changed how um, I could kind of scan myself and say, do I need to eat, or is this an emotional thing or a boredom thing? Where in the past it was just like, hey, that looks good, I want it.
Yeah. Mandy,
I
do you have any?
agree. I think that in the past when I've tried to do like these like clean eating things and with supplements, I never understood the whys and the information behind it. You just kind of were told, eat this, do this, and so it didn't really click as to what was happening and the changes that were going on in your body and why you were feeling certain ways. And I think that knowledge really was important in shifting how we approach things moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. So the fun part, what were some results or wins that you had on and off the scale?
Mandy, you go first.
Now you let me go first. I'm kidding. Um, so I think last I checked, I was about 19 pounds down. And so that also brought my BMI percentage down at least 2%, if not more, which was really awesome. Um, I learned that I am not reliant on coffee as I thought that I always would be for the rest of my life. I have battled with insomnia issues just from, career choice, being on call and things like that. And I'm no longer in that area of field, but my insomnia had followed me, and I'm sleeping much better, and it's improved quality of sleep as well. And prior to doing this program, my monthly cycle was not regular. It was probably averaging every 3 months or so, which just got chalked up as like a perimenopause. But since starting this program, it has been consistent each month.
That's a huge one. Love it.
For me, I've dropped 28.5 pounds since the start of this 90 days ago. I like the way I look in the mirror. Um, I like the way I look in photos. So self-image, self-confidence is up big time. Energy, I've always been a pretty energetic guy, but the drive is there more, the aspirations to be better, and not just a health perspective, but like as just a husband and father. So it's kind of spilled into other facets of life that make me want to improve, not just in weight or diet, but just as quality of a human.
Yeah. Yeah. I know energy was a huge one for you, I feel like,
Mhm.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did amazing. So last question is for anybody that might be on the fence, thinking about doing something like this. What is some advice that you would give them?
We almost didn't do it, honestly. When I first met with you, I was like, oof. And I knew, I was like, if I don't have him on board with me, like I'm not going to be able to do it. And so I think accountability partner is huge. Um, and he was also just like, oh, get real, like you're not going to stay with it, blah, blah, blah. But then finally, I don't really remember what it was that made us say, we're going to do it and we're going to hold each other accountable. And we did. And it's not as painful and scary as it is. It goes slow, you know what's coming. You can prepare yourself, and it goes by a lot faster than you would think. And the results just kind of speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone on the fence, I agree with my wife that having a partner in this makes it a really enjoyable experience because you're kind of going through challenges together. Um, yeah, like what Mandy said, I was kind of like, we're already eating better. We've already been dropping weight. We're already on a good course. But she was pretty adamant about doing it. I said, okay, well, I know since I do all the cooking and grocery shopping, I have to be in this with you, or it's not going to be successful with us going different ways. We've had that issue multiple times in the past where one of us is on one program and the other is doing their own thing. And then it also like kind of frustrates the other person in the situation. So we were both on the same page. We both had a plan. We both wanted to see this through and adhere to the rules and really kind of follow it like militantly, like just be locked in. And I think that just it was so educational. The amount I've learned that I had no clue between food industry, between food's effects on your body. Um, it just was so eye-opening. I feel like almost awakened from the whole process. And I can't recommend it more. It was done in a way that made it not overwhelming. It was real kind of just like wading into the water, um, which is so easy for, people like my wife and I who have two kids and a busy schedule. So, yeah, I can't say enough good things about how everything went and how it was done.
That's awesome. Love to hear that. And it even kind of trickled down into the rest of the family a little bit too, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. Both kids. I mean, our son's always been a pretty healthy eater, but our daughter's had, a little bit of weight issues and we're already seeing results just from the downstream flow of us cleaning up our situation.
Better snacks, yeah.
yeah,
Cleaner
that's
food.
awesome. Love that. Love that. Thank you guys so much for being part of the program and for doing this with me today and sharing your story because so many of the people are struggling with everything that you guys are. So yeah, thank you. Thank you again.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you.
Uh-huh.